to the Magic City, Birmingham, Alabama, and Protective Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Tulane Green Wave and the UAB Blazers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though there will be a great home field advantage today, Coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Blazers ready to kick it away first. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Tulane Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So UAB's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only 1 touchdown pass. The give to the left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ingram. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Blazers will line up to punt it away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lewis. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The 40. A lot of room to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tulane.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. Coming out with it, it's Holmes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. On the option. Now the toss. Finding some room. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup. But the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Keeps it himself. There he goes. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Blazers are moving quickly down the field. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Rodgers. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. On the option. He'll pitch it. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. They'll send out the kicker here. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Crosses to 35. Snags it, and there's running room. The 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep. And how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that, and we've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so he can come up and make a play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Holmes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Looking downfield, it's Rodgers. The short hands, it's Ingram. Sweet spin. Just keeps moving. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. On the move, it's Ingram. Might have a chance. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. The Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Delayed handoff. It's Ingram. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Trying play action. Going for it all. Touchdown, Blazers. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the hands because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. They go play action with Holstein. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And after one period of play, let's take a look at the start for these two wide receivers. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to return it. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Ingram. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, UAB. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Fielded in the end zone, it's Holmes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. Rides the option, he keeps it. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. And the Blazers can really attack on this second and short. Running inside, it's Ingram. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Wants to throw, it's Rodgers. He lets it fly. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The running back has it. Can't get him to the ground. There's a crease. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Ingram. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 3rd and short now from their own 48. The option look. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the 1st down inside the 45 at the 44. And the Blazers have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here comes the heat. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Open space at the 25. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Out of bounds at at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on first down from the 43. Handoff from the gun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Grabbed behind the line, it's Richardson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Goes to the option. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. Speeding down the left side. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UAB. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed, takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Pulls and fires complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. 2nd down coming up. Throwing, Holstein. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Looking for a man. It's Rogers. Got his man.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him somewhat.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Ferguson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. On the run, it's Ingram. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught behind the line. It's Ingram. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. The Blazers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got rid of it just in time. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Eli Holstein to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Tulane right back to the line. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Pressure coming, and they got it. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Sooners getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. Now over to your game inside Protective Stadium. We figured we'd be in store for a defensive stalemate. Instead, these two teams have moved the football on the ground. Kind of a throwback game, and I'm not sure there's any need to change it up in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Protective Stadium.
Start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Give to the fullback. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ingram. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. To throw, it's Rodgers. Under fire. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Blazers will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keeps it on the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Going over the top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Doing it himself again. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Now facing a 3rd and long. Running inside. It's Ingram. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on 3rd down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do. Punt is on its way. He's got it. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but breaks into the open. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. Right back to it. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a gap. It's Ingram. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Neutral zone is on infraction. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. On the ground with the counter. Sweet cut there. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Blazers are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Powers through the defender. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's the give off the left side. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Rodgers. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time for... And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Blazers. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the two-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Finds a little space. Makes it past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Holstein makes the grab, and they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Tulane right back to the line. Holstein from the gun on third down. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds space on the right. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. You saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Green Wave strike right back.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Holmes. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game. There is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. On target over the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Could not make his way to the corner.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism. He's got length. He's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Caught in the backfield, it's Richardson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Slings it. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Here comes the option. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. On the option, he'll keep it on 2nd down. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark it at the 39. It'll be 4th down. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. The Blazers send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. And the timing just a hair off.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Here's Holstein to throw. Makes the grab.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wide receiver comes in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Tulane now facing third and forever. Play fake, Holstein. Bringing the heat. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Holstein to throw for it on fourth. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
All right, fourth quarter now, you're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now at quarterback and wide receiver. You're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick, and that was a really good play by the offense. Pretty good coverage by the defense, but I got to make them earn it all.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
Just an extra point away from taking the lead late. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth. And that one ought to set us up for quite a finish. He'll bring it out. It's Holmes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Rodgers. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Rush is on him. He'll get rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play, and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm ending this game right now.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They've been challenged now, Jesse, and it's up to this offense to provide an answer.
Yeah.
Turning it on. Picks up the first down. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul, defense.
And that one is going to stick with this defense for a while. A penalty that moves the chains, and now that clock is going to run out. Here's the handoff. Nice move there. Headed to the end zone. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Holmes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over, an absolutely heartbreaking loss. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.